They lost to the Dolphins on Sunday. So now joining us, Fox Sports NFL analyst Mark Schlereth. Mark, I think it's important for us to get your take on this one.
Okay.
A popular debate around here: who wins the NFC East?
Somebody has to win it, right?
Yeah, they do.
They're not gonna just basically say bypass it.
And somebody gets a home playoff game.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to go. I'm going to go who wins the NFC. I'm going to go Philadelphia wins the NFC East. And there are a lot of things you can look at both teams. There are a lot of issues with both teams. I'm going to say something I've said for the last I've been doing TV for 19 years, for the last 19 years. The organizational structure of the Dallas Cowboys eliminates them from winning anything.
You could be right.
And I've said this for 19 years. When you don't, Shannon and I played for Mike Shanahan. Love Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan's been a mentor. Mike Shanahan is a great friend. There's a certain fear factor that has to be present with your head coach. I talked about this yesterday. Sometimes, as a Christian guy, people say, well, why does the Bible say the fear of the Lord? Back then in the Greek, the fear of the Lord was about awesome reverence for the Lord. That meant awesome respect. You have to have that for your coach, but you damn well better also be afraid of him. So when your coach says something, you better understand that he means it, and if you don't adhere to what he's talking about, you will be fired. Right? Yeah. And we had that in Denver.
Absolutely.
They don't have that. If you don't like what Jason Garrett says, you just walk over to the owner and say, man, this is not right. And the owner changes it. And until that organizational structure changes, the Dallas Cowboys will never win squat. Do I think they're talented? The more talented, they've got a better roster. Yeah, I think all those things are true. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will win the division.
Yep.
Were you afraid of Mike Shanahan?
Oh, yeah, because here's the thing, Skip. The thing is I know when you had Mike was also the GM, which is very unique. You don't see that very often. Everybody that was in that meeting room, and he let you know, you're here because I want you here. It ain't nobody, the GM wanted you and I didn't, but you're still here. See, Skip, the thing is with the players, they know they're there not because of Jason wanted them, because of Jerry wanted them. So I can just bypass. You can't fire me because you didn't hire me. You got to dump the trash somewhere, Jenny. You got 2 trash cans. You got to put the trash in one of them because this is what we got here. Trash division and 2 trash teams. I hate to say that about your Eagles, but you're trash.
The Beagles.
Stop saying that. The Cowboys are not winning the division. I'm going to get them 5 cases up off you. I had that.
He get
you know what?
5 cases?
I got 5 cases.
Been going for months.
Speaking of fear, I see fear in your eyes about who's going to survive in this division.
I'm not as confident as I was Friday going in because I knew we were playing the Dolphins. I said, we got us a win. And I told you, I said, Skip, we're going to be tied. Because y'all had already lost Thursday knowing that. I said, we're going to be tied. And they laid an egg.
My trash can is less full than your trash can. Your trash can has more trash in it than mine does.
Right now.
Yes.
But after Sunday, after tomorrow, Thursday, you guys play tomorrow. After you lose tomorrow and then my team wins on Sunday, guess what? Both trash are even.
It doesn't matter. Just all that matters is December 22nd.
But you're going to lose
Philadelphia.
again. You're going to lose again.
We can lose again, and it's still all that matters is December 22nd.
I got to predict.
We can lose the next 2 games, and we just might.
You're going to lose 3 in a row, and they're going to fire Jason Garrett before the last game of the season.
Well, they will not do that, but we could lose 3 in a row, but I don't think we will because I think we are going to win this division by default. I told you after the game on Thursday on Thanksgiving, my team was done. And then I got smacked right between the eyes by an Eagles or Beagles team that is doner. It's doner. It's got all kinds of issues that even we don't have. And it starts with the quarterback who is struggling. And it starts with no connection psychologically or physically with the receiver group. And I don't understand it. And then when I least expected it, your secondary just combusted right before your very eyes, and Fitzmagic threw a party on that secondary. And all of a sudden, sometimes these things are just meant to be. I just heard word that Danny Dimes is in a walking boot with a high ankle sprain, which means that Monday night in Philadelphia, Eli is back.
Look at him lie.
Oh, that's hard.
That is great news for my Dallas Cowboys because I promise you, Eli has a much better shot at pulling off an upset at Philly than Danny Dimes does as a rookie quarterback.
No mobility.
Want to bet? Want to bet? I looked up Eli's record, and he's 6-8 at Philadelphia. At least he has some success there. It's been a while since he's had success.
Right.
But I still, listen, just this year, game 1 at Dallas, Eli played pretty well. He was 30 of 44 for 306, 1 touchdown and no interceptions. Does that sound pretty good to you?
Sound pretty good.
Okay. And again, it's their guy, and they want to hitch their star to the wagon of Danny Dimes. And so this new regime said, we're going with our guy. And then remember, they're beating their chest about it. Well, where are those critics now?
Don't ask us what we think, because we know what we thought of him. That's why we selected him.
Why don't you ask those critics what they think? Well, I know what I think. Eli, I would give a shot of winning a Monday night game at Philly against a reeling Eagles team that isn't sure what it is. And if he comes out with a hot hand, have we not seen Eli get hot-handed on road in big games?
He's been on ice for a long time, Skip. When is the last time you saw a veteran player spend this much time on the bench, Stink, and then all of a sudden come in and then throw a party in somebody's building?
Does he know how? Yes, he does.
He forgot.
Will he be afraid? No, he will not be.
If he didn't forget how, guess what? Danny Dimes wouldn't be there. He forgot how to win. That's why Danny Dimes.
That's the pride of Dave Gettleman saying, watch this, I got my guy.
No. Even if they don't select Daniel Jones, they select somebody.
This is not so much about the Giants, whether it's Eli or whether it's Dan. This is about the Philadelphia Eagles figuring out what their rhythm is at the end of the season, figuring out, I understand offensively, you can't give up 37 points to the Miami Dolphins, but this is, to me, is you've got to figure out what you are as an offense. They've had injuries, they've gone through different players, they've had different backfields. You know, Carson's been good, then he's not been great, and then, you know, they've been up and down. It's about finding out what your rhythm is and then adhering to it, whatever your identity is. And they've had an identity issue because of the injuries to the quarterback, and then all of a sudden Nick Foles comes in the last couple of years and plays well at the end of the season. They've got to figure out, this is our identity, this is what we're going with, and sell that to their guys. Now that Alshon Jeffrey is back after a couple of weeks, and he had a big week last week, they've got to get that done so that this offense can be the thing that actually leads them forward.
Bottom line for me, I trust my quarterback more than your quarterback. My quarterback willed my team to the playoffs and a playoff win last year, and he's about to do the same thing.
I trust my owner and head coach more than I trust your owner.
They can't play. They cannot play.
But your guys ain't going to get ball in the end.
You know what? My team loves to play at Philly. My team is really good in Philly. So I would trust them to win that game more than I would at Chicago or against the Rams.
Talk to me in 3 weeks and see how you still feel.
We'll be talking a lot.
Yeah,
we will definitely chat about it. We will have Mark back before then as well. Mark, good stuff. Always appreciate your time. Who won the DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Gilmore battle on and off the field? There's more here next.
Dogs don't know what's good for them. Luckily, you do. Greenie's Dental Treats.
It's time to make mopping history. Introducing the new BravaJet M6 robot mop.